So the Guyanese Critic is coming to you from Kingston, just outside of the Ministry of Education NSERD office, where a walk in support of autism has commenced. And this is a collaboration between GPL and the Ministry of Education. And this is also in support of Autism Awareness Month. So just to show your love and care, please share the live. And this is not only for the, from my perspective, the autistic kids, but also the parents who have to work along with these kids for most of their lives. And we're doing a walk from here at NSERD, and this is the, again, Ministry of Education, National Center for Educational Resource Development. And we're gonna do a walk from here all the way down Main Street to just in front of GPL's office. And show your support, guys. I know this is not highlighted enough. I jumped at the opportunity to highlight this because of the fact that it's not highlighted enough. A lot of times the things that affect us negatively, we try to hide it in the shadows. We don't do enough to highlight it, but here it is. So you got always unique, totally intelligent, sometimes mysterious. And these are some of the placards being held, and there are a lot of parents bringing out their autistic kids here too. And why moreover this support is needed, because there's so many cases where autistic kids are being misunderstood, or autism is misunderstood, and we don't do enough to show love and care and affection where it's needed. And sometimes we don't even show that affection to what's considered normal people, right? But this is an opportunity for you to show your love and care, and also educate yourself on what this is about, how people are affected, what role you should play. And let me get down to the front again. For those of you who have just tuned into the Guyanese Critic Live, I'm coming to you and we're heading down Main Street. This is a walk, a collaborative walk to commemorate Autism Awareness Month, and this is between GPL and the Ministry of Education, and I'm just taking the pave to get to the front. And you will have after this walk, which should only take about 10 minutes, you'll have the Minister of Education and having some bit of a say in this, and that will also to help us understand what is the Ministry of Education doing as it relates to autistic kids. So I'm just heading down on the pavement, not to be in anybody's way, to the front. And again, for those of you who've just tuned into the Guyanese Critic Live, this is a walk, the autism walk. Yes. So autism is real. It affects real people, and for too long, you know, the people who have been affected by autism are not on the front burner. This is an opportunity, if you're affected, to come to the forefront. If you do not understand what autism is about, this is an opportunity to educate yourself on autism and how people are affected and how families are affected. Because, you know, we talk a lot about single mothers and you know, they're mothers who are taking care of 3-4 kids. But what is not known and is not talked about enough is the fact that when it comes to autistic kids, some mothers have to take care of those kids all their lives. So it's a really hard task. It's not easy. And not only take care of those kids, but take care of those kids in a special way, in a nurturing way, you know, all their lives. Some of them, most of their lives, right? So it's important for one to educate oneself to better understand how to deal with persons affected by autism. I too am limited in my knowledge in the area, but I'm hoping through highlighting this would cause you to want to know more, understand more about things like this, how people are affected, and what can you do to play your role in supporting persons affected by autism. Again, this is a walk, a collaboration between the Ministry of Education and GPL, and the intention is to bring to the forefront autism and make a more impactful, meaningful awareness. I personally am hoping this causes people to want to understand how people are affected by autism, how you can play a role as an individual, as a citizen, as a human being in you know, playing a better role in your capacity as a resident of Earth. You know, this is not the reason it's an Autism Month, an Autism Awareness Month. People all over the world are affected. How you treat people, or how you treat persons affected by autism, that is what needs to be looked at. My interest is, you know, in the minister's talk, how does schools play a better role? How do schools play a better role? What are schools doing? What is the educational system doing? Being they have a better understanding of autism. So for those of you who've just tuned into the Guyanese Critic, I'm coming to you from Main Street, where there's a walk, launch of Autism Awareness Month of activities. So this is the autism walk. And the interest is to bring awareness to autism and those who are affected by autism. And the minister is going to be having something to say. This is a collaborative walk between GPL and the Ministry of Education. So lots to hear. And we have senior members of GPL here, senior members of the Ministry of Education, and the Minister Priya should be saying something here today. So like, share, and leave your comments as to what do you think about autism, what do you think could be done to support persons affected by autism. As you can see, there's a massive turnout and people of different walks of life, even students here. The Amsterdam Special Needs School, Region 6. Beautiful. Beautiful. So accept, determined. A lot of placards here having different messages, and my main interest is what the minister has to say as it relates to this and how things will change for those persons living with autism. So there's basically a full house here, guys. The midgets here, everybody's here. So for those of you who did not know, this is the launch of Autism Acceptance Month of activities. And this is a collaborative effort by the Special Education Needs Unit, NSERD, in collaboration with the Guyana Power and Light. And a lot of smiling faces here. Wow, so we got some more here. All right. And mothers and a lot of people in support of autism. As I said before, you know, it's a hard journey, a really hard journey for, you know, not only the kids and, you know, the adults who grow up with autism, but it's a really hard journey for the parents. And autistic kids need so much time and attention. It could be a task, an uphill task for the parents. And you know, understanding autism will allow you to Understanding autism would allow you to yes, understanding autism would allow you to know how to deal. You might have a friend who has an autistic kid, you know, and they need that support from you. So it's important to understand, because people still have their normal lives. People gotta live, people gotta eat, you know, people's got friends. And how do you support as a friend? How do you be very supportive? If you're to be a genuine friend, how do you be supportive of a mother who has an autistic kid? You know, you might go over to visit and the kid might be acting out of the norm that you're accustomed to. You have to understand this is a unique case, and instead of putting down your friend or making fun of your friend, you need to support your friend. Cool. Wait, me. Man, what kind of undercover thing you doing, man? You gotta come and tell it. We live. Tell the viewers what's your support here today. What's your think about this initiative?
My full support behind autism, and I believe this is a wonderful event. And I believe in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, DPL, and other stakeholders, we can make a difference for all.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So, Mayor Eubraj Narain. And the man moving full undercover, me even realizes the mayor. The man had to come and I could be sailing one time. Right? So the mayor is also here, Mayor Eubraj Narain, and you just heard he's in full support of this event. I'm very thankful that we can have people from all walks of life, and no matter what the circumstances are, even we have our political differences, there are times that we can come together and decide that we need to stand united as a country, as a people, as humanity. We need to stand united and take on certain fights together, no matter what our differences are.
Where you going?
So guys, for those of you who have just tuned in to the Guyanese Critic Live, I'm coming to you from Main Street, where the walkway is full with people who are in support of autism, and this is a collaborative. They just had a walk from the Ministry of Education's insert office from Kingston to here in Main Street, just in front of GPL's office. And I want to thank GPL for taking this initiative, and I hope it's not a one-off, and I hope they could be consistent in lending support to those who are very much in need. We're waiting for a talk by some officials. I know it's the hold-up, but I just heard from the mayor, who is all in support of this collaborative effort by the Ministry of Education and GPL. And so the theme for this is So the theme for this is inclusion in the workplace. So how do you treat autistic persons in the workplace? How do you treat autistic persons? The discussion should be, how do you treat autistic persons in general? That's important. And not only autistic persons, how do we treat each other as human beings? So we got students here, we have a lot of people here. What the program is and what's the next move, we await, but I'm thinking the Minister of Education should be saying something So I got him a pin in support. Put it right up just at the top. So I've been instructed to wear it for the month. And that's what it's about, right? This is about the love and care. Not only, you know, we got to look past these sporadic events where it's just a month of something. We should love and care in the human world, you know, on earth as humanity. We should love and care for each other all the time. Much more care and affection need to be paid to, you know, autistic persons or people affected by autism. What's going on here? Jesus Lord, what's going on here?
Good morning, everyone. Before we start, I'm just kindly asking the adults if we can swap our seats with some of our learners with autism, please. We have a lot of them standing around. So I'm gently, kindly asking you to swap your chairs. Thank you.
Hello. No, what's up, but just send the fax to me on WhatsApp. So we got not only autism today, we got a man with mental illness, like he need to express himself too. We gotta get somebody to remove him. So lots of people out here in support. And again, for those of you who've just tuned in, the Critic is coming to you from Main Street, just outside of State House, the President's residence. And this is Autism Walk. There was just this is the finishing of the Autism Walk and public awareness session, and the intention is to highlight or bring to the forefront the plight, the fight, the issues affecting persons with autism. And just to give you a little background, the minister is supposed to be here to say something. Everybody's here, but I know what's going on. All these people are in support. of persons, and we're just outside of the president's residence, just to give you guys a gauge of where we are, and outside of GPL's head office, Main Street. So you got a lot of people here, you know, who are related, mothers who have kids who are autistic. You got, you know, a lot of people in support of this, and I want to thank some teachers and so on who are in support of this. And everybody's here and waiting on someone to come and give a speech. So bear with us. Enjoy some steel pan music by the time. Good? Alright, take care. So you know, one of my duties is taking out photographs with fans, eh? So that's inescapable. No matter what, you don't have, that's not optional. You know, like some people I got my days where it's in a little bad mood and all kind of thing, but that's not optional. Because of the love and support that I have received from Guyanese, there's like a mandatory part of my job. Whereas anything I doing, I just gotta stop and take photographs with people. You know, and like your foreign celebrity where you still is running and hiding and all that. Me can't do them things. those of you who have just tuned in to the Guyanese Critic Live, I'm coming to you from Main Street, just outside of the President's residence on the avenue, where we listen to some beautiful steel pan music. And this is, we've just finished a autism walk from NSERD, the Ministry of Education, NSERD department at Kingston, Battery Road, and everybody walked all the way down Main Street and came and have assembled here. This is a collaborative effort between the Ministry of Education and GPL to bring awareness to autism. Know this music. So if you're in support of autism, tell us in the comments how, and like and share this video. I'd prefer a love. You gotta look at these youngsters. All youngsters here, you know. Let me give y'all a whole. I think this is interesting. You getting the bass? Y'all hearing the bass? Oh, this is so amazing. These are all youngsters, Guyanese youngsters, by the way. So Joel wants to say something.
Look at my whole face. The wrinkles will show. I'm really excited that today we're bringing awareness and continuing the conversation when it comes to autism, right? Because this is one of those illnesses that we don't talk about a whole lot, right? We talk about cancer and all the other things, but autism is huge. And I'm really happy that this is happening. We're gone from here, we can start the conversation in our church and temple and school and at the workplace to bring more awareness to it.
Alright. So you guys heard what Joel had to say? enjoy the music. When I'm looking at these youngsters, I'm thinking the amazing places that we have to go in this country. So people show, if the steel pan you enjoy it, show your love. And you have the opportunity to do that in with your like button. Down at the bottom, just click and like, just click and love. What's your feeling? Express your feeling. Express your feeling in the comments, guys. And remember, this is about autism awareness. For those of you who have just tuned into the Guyanese Critic Live, I'm coming to you from Main Street, where there's a collaborative effort between the Ministry of Education and GPL to bring awareness to autism. There was just a walk that all of these people here participated in. A few hundred people have come out to, a lot of staff from the ministry, a lot of staff from GPL, a lot of parents, a lot of autistic kids are also here. And we've got an amazing steel pan crew. I don't know where the students are from. They're obviously students, but they're amazing performance here with their steel pan. It's these kids look like all of them under 16, and they are performing this way. I can tell you I am proud here today to have witnessed this and have this experience, because there's so much potential in these kids here, so much potential. And we're waiting for, I would want to thank the Minister of Education to come and make a speech. But I think I'll wait and listen to one more song, and then I will make my exit, because I think I've made you guys aware. I think we've gotten the message. guys are hearing this? You getting this clear? All of this for autism awareness, guys, and nothing, you know, more pleasing than see the youths perform at this high level with the steel pan. Guys, just in closing, this is a collaborative effort between GPL and the Ministry of Education as it relates to bringing awareness to autism. There was a walk this morning that a number of parents, staff of the Ministry of Education, staff from the GPL. I must thank the Ministry of Education and GPL for doing this and bringing awareness to something that for too long has been looked over. And I'm hoping the conversation will start here. There are a lot of people that are affected by autism and how they are treated in the workplace. The theme here is inclusion in the workplace. So some speeches are going to be made. Unfortunately, I can't be here the rest of the day to wait for that, but I think we've gotten the message. Autism needs to be put on the front burner, discussed, and we need to look at how we treat autistic kids, what is being put in place by government to facilitate the assistance to parents with them, and again, as the theme says, inclusion in the workplace. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying this beautiful music. So guys, this is where I will take my leave. I think it's been a very interesting morning, and I think in highlighting this, the discussion starts here, and you now decide what role you play in autism awareness, or, you know, acting your part as a human being to be nice, be aware that people are affected by autism, and what role are you going to play, specifically as an individual, as a part of humanity.